I noticed the tire tracks before I noticed the bulldozer, fresh gravel cut straight across the south end of my farm, land my family has worked for generations. By the time I drove closer, an entire road was already taking shape. Cones, equipment, workers wearing HOA branded vests. I asked who approved this. That's when HOA Karen stepped forward and said, confidently, the association did. This road gives our residents easier access. You don't need to worry about it. I told her this wasn't HOA land. She smiled and said, it is now. Instead of arguing, I pulled out my phone and quietly recorded everything. The machinery, the boundary markers being ripped out, her admitting the HOA authorized it. She kept talking, explaining how the HOA board voted to reclaim unused farmland for the community. Unused. My cattle were standing 10 yards away. She threatened fines, lawsuits, and said if I interfered, she'd call the cops. I almost laughed, but didn't. I just asked for her name. And the HOA's legal counsel. She took that as fear. The next morning, the road was wider. More equipment. More damage. That's when I made a call of my own. Within hours, county officials arrived. Then a sheriff. Then a state investigator. Karen's confidence evaporated fast. She demanded to know who escalated it. That's when I finally showed my badge. I wasn't just a landowner. I was an undercover officer assigned to a regional land fraud and corruption task force, and they had just handed me a case on a silver platter. Turns out, the HOA had illegally seized portions of 3 neighboring properties the same way. No permits, no easements, no consent, just intimidation and paperwork games. The bulldozers shut down immediately. Karen started yelling, then crying, then blaming the board. It didn't matter. The HOA president was cited. The contractor lost his license. The HOA was ordered to restore my land at their expense and pay damages to every affected owner. The road was torn up within the week. As Karen was escorted away for questioning, she asked me one last question. Why didn't you tell us who you were? I looked at the ruined fence line and said, you were already breaking the law. I just let you finish. Some people think farms are easy targets. They forget one thing. The land remembers everything, and so do I.